So today I'm going to make a solar filter for my main telescope, which is a Skywatcher 130 reflector. I've got one for the ST80 and I've got Astro Weekend coming up in the south of Wales. So what you'll need, I don't know if this is the only brand, but it's quite a common one. If not, Baader Planetarium Astro Solar Safety Film. But it looks like a sheet of mylar basically. Well, I don't know what it actually is, but that's what it looks like. So there's that. You get that from astronomy shops. Some black card. May or may not use that yet, but just in case. But what I do use is this foam. I don't know if you can see that yet. It's a foam. It's two pieces of card sandwiched either side of a piece of foam. It's very light, quite strong, perfect for the. I don't know if you want to see the brand. It's from a well-known hobby shop. Other things we'll need: some kind of craft knife or Stanley knife. Tube of all-purpose adhesive. This Yoo-Hoo stuff's supposed to be good on paper and card. Compass. Rule. It is optional and it makes a very neat job of it, but I've got one of these circular cutters, also from that well-known hobby shop. Anyway, let's crack on. So I've measured up my tube at, there you go, 150mm. So what I'm going to do is a 100mm aperture, 4 inches, 180mm outside diameter, so it'll rest on the end of the tube. And I'll also cut out some extra rings to fit snug onto the tube and glue those to the filter. So I've had a bit of a trial cut. The foam turns into a bit of a dog's dinner, but you can always sand that down. One thing I learned from that, this hasn't got a centre pointing, so it doesn't mark the paper. So what you need to do first, I've laid out for two, divided this into two and laid out for the two rings to sandwich the solar film. I've measured this at 70mm and I'll mark that out with the compass. And what else you'll need to do, and I've lost my pin, you'll need a pin as well, by the way, to bodge through the paper to mark your centre on the other side of the page. So I'll do that now. I've already bent that. So there's my 1 centre line. Just bodge it through. Bodge it through. And then you can mark both sides for the centre line of your circle cutter, if that's what you're using. So it's a very useful bit of kit, this is. It's got a measurement on it. So I'm going to set the first one as 100mm. So I'll do the inside on this side, then the outside, then the outside, and then the inside. Now, first of all, we'll mark out for this diameter so we can centralise it on the other side. 35mm, 70mm diameter, 35 radius. So we'll get that lined up. press down. Do the same on this side. That's one side. Just locate the holes that I've bodged through. There's one. There's two of that. Just make sure we're still at 35 with the compass. Yeah. Mark it out. I'm just going to cut this down the middle now. Actually, I'll get my cutting board as well, because I don't have to cut my static mat, anti-static mat up. So next up, I'm going to carefully just mangle the foam up a little bit. I am we better go from both sides with it, like that one. Comes out a bit smoother. And that's the next one. Okay, so that's that. So now we need to cut out a piece of the solar film. Now, because I've got the advantage of having one of these, I don't need to mess about with the stuff itself. I can just cut right through all 4 layers and peel out the film afterwards. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go 100 and I'm going to go 80 mil, so that's 160. That leaves 20 mil around the edge to glue the 2 halves together. So I'm going to measure halfway along this sheet. So I've got fairies in here. So I've got 210, so that's 105. So I'm going to do 160.
Half of that is 80.
So I'll do a 35 mil. Need for the base. Do this slightly so you don't punch. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the top sheet off. Get that out of the way for now. Do it over here. Back together. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put a couple of tabs of masking tape just to hold the sheets together temporarily. Not through that last page, probably a bit thick on this. Doesn't matter which way you put this, it's the same both ways. There's my raw sheet, if it is one of them. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get one of the cutouts, trim a bit off and put it in the middle so it doesn't sag. Put a small bead of glue. There you go, line it up. Doesn't matter if it's a bit saggy, but I'm going to put another line of glue close to the edge of that. This Yoo-Hoo glue is quite runny. I'm going to put a bit around the outside edge so the cardboards all stick together as well. Ooh, I've got to stand up for this, get it lined up. Put it somewhere safe to dry. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut some more, about 3 or 4 more of these, hopefully to be a snug fit on this area of the scope, so it snug fits over. I will show another trick with this as well afterwards. So let's measure this up. Unfortunately this is tapered, so at its smallest it is 162.5, and at the biggest 164. So if I go for 163, so 163. In fact, what I'm going to do is do 162.5 to give me a bit of fudge room. I'll do the first one and see how we are. I'll do 170. No, I'm not. Just going to cut it in half. 300. 420, so that's 210 there in the middle. Again, I'll find my pointy thing. What have I got that pin in there? So what I'm going to do, find the centre line. This. For 2 sheets at a time. That's right. So there's one piece. I'll go 180. Outside. Oh. Right, so I'm going to leave the outside. I think this is, I think because of the side of the scope, this is going to be, I should have gone bigger on the diameter, but never mind. It'll still function. Try not to get any fuzz down the scope. It's probably a tad small, but I think that will give a bit over time. Right, that's one. So like I say, I could have got the same diameter as the main piece, but I'll leave it like that because it offers a bit of shade for the scope. So I'm going to glue these three pieces together and let them dry. So what you're going to get is something like that, with the filter in between. Okay, so that other trick I was going to show. Yeah, on large Newtonian and reflectors. You'll get the cap with these two things here. One of them's got another cap on a cap. With a reflector, it'll be one in the middle probably. So what you can do there, stick a piece of your solar film over that. What that will do is give you a reduced aperture, so you won't see as much detail, but it's handy for quick observations, and it's there with the scope if you haven't got your big filter. So, these are 44. 50mm squaring, no 60mm square. I'll do this off camera again. So I've got a 60mm square out, a 44mm hole. I don't know why I turned it over because it doesn't matter which way you put it. Oh, come on. It's very thin stuff. So what you do is you can tape that down. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a bead of, well, this you who work on plastic. I'm going to double whammy this anyway. Just put that over the edge. Make sure you're putting it over the right hole, because one of these is fixed and one's got a cap. Chopsies. Seems to be sticking. Back it up with tape as well. Even though it is only masking tape. Okay, so that's all dried up. So what I'm going to do now is position this, glue it down onto the, like that. That will go over the end of the scope, may or may not trim that down later on. See how we get on. So I'll put some reference marks 10mm from the end so I can centralise it. I'll put this down on the table, line it up. Okay, and what I'm going to do as well as a backup, I'm going to bead around the edge. I need to weight it down this one really. I'll put that on this, weight it down with the hook. So for transport, hopefully you'll have some pieces of card left. Put it down the middle, sandwich one either side, elastic band. That's your transport system to keep it safe. Put it in the middle, sandwiches, plastic band or something, some kind of tie. And your filter's protected. Okay, so job complete. Starting to dry up now. Looks good. Might put another bead around this edge as well. There's a double whammy. But for the transportation, one on top, one on bottom, plastic band. This one's safe. I think that will conclude the video.